Hello, everyone. My name is Carol. I'm an author, a healer, and a fairy whisperer, and I work with Morgan and the Fairy Sisters of Avalon. And today they would like me to share with you information on air fairies. Now, air fairies are called sylphs, and as we're all aware, air is our connection between earth and heaven, and sylphs very much work in this function. Anytime we speak with our breath, you think about breath being your connection to the divine. This is something that actually the air fairies tune into, I should say, and they can help actually manifest that into a reality. So the more positive you are with your thoughts, the more that the air fairies can help you create that breath, that speaking, that intention of your voice into reality. But before I get too much into how to do that, I would like to tell you a bit more about air fairies. So air fairies are found in any kind of air current. It can be, a tiny little breeze to a great gale force wind. And they're very concerned with keeping the air pure and clean. So anytime you are out and about and you see air that is in need of cleaning, it's really good to actually mentally send a blessing in intention in that area, and connect with the air fairies and send them to that area. Now, how can you connect with air fairies? I guarantee you they are reaching out to you all the time. One of the most common ways an air fairy will approach you is through a feather. So I brought two of my feather collection with me today, barred owl and a crow feather. And when you find a feather that is kind of plopped down before you, it's one that you're walking and suddenly it's there and you cannot take your eyes off of it, you can be sure that that is a gift from the air fairies. And one in particular that has scanned you and wants to work with you. So the best protocol would be to actually pick it up. And since I have my camera in one hand, it's hard for me to do this, but you stroke the feather 3 times, blow on it 3 times, and then actually turn in a circle 3 times. This helps you to actually activate the magic between you and the fairy and your connection between you and the air fairy. Now, air fairies are very, very key, like I said, in manifestation, but they are so much more than that. I'm going to digress just a little bit. You'll remember, if you saw my last video, how we worked with the earth fairies and how they are not only in the landscape of the earth, but they work with the landscape of our body. So earth fairies work with body, air fairies work with mind. And this is something, once again, the more positive your thoughts, intention, the more positive what you voice, the easier it is for the air fairies to help you to manifest that. So they also work in so many other ways. They are tremendous healers. All fairies are divine healers, high healers I call them. And they work with any kind of breathing, especially that needs healing. So anything like asthma, pneumonia, things like that. They are wonderful with children. Anywhere there are children playing, air fairies are drawn. You can draw them, they're wanting me to say, by whistling. Hopefully you can whistle better than I can. But by whistling to them, they will come to you. If you whistle a tune, something that's very happy, by the second round you will have air fairies flying around you. They're wanting me to talk to you about how an air fairy manifests physically. Once again, if you go back to my earlier video, fairies don't have a form. They are energy beings. And so in this case, When an air fairy wants to take a physical form, because they are airborne, they do tend to want to appear with wings. So they can appear very, very angelic at times. They work tremendous amount with the angelic realm. And as I mentioned in the Earth Fairy video, um, the monarch of the air fairies works directly with an archangel, and we'll go into that very, very shortly. Another gift that the air fairies have, they are keen on helping you to protect your home. So if you're getting ready to leave on a trip or you just want extra protection around it, not only do you call on Archangel Michael, which I think most people do, you can call on the air fairies to bless and protect your home. They work a lot with all air animals, so it can be insects, especially dragonflies. Quite often they will manifest as a dragonfly. They can manifest as a dragon itself. One of the most interesting ways that I had one manifest in dragon form was during a fairy workshop I did in Pennsylvania. And it was the end of the day, and it was the most beautiful sunset coming in. The sky had, the colors of fire. And as we looked up, one of the clouds formed into a dragon. And that was not only my nod to working with King Arthur, who is the red dragon, which I do quite often, but also a nod to the air fairies being present with our class. So they're saying talk more now about manifestation. So when you have the feathers that you've been gifted with and you've activated them, like I mentioned, I want you to think about something that you would like to bring into being. And this can be something very necessary, like a beautiful roof over your head. It can be money, so you have food to eat, money to support yourself and your family. It can be something more encompassing, like world peace. Quite often when I do the Avalon Peace Ritual, it is the air fairies that I really connect with for that. But basically, I want you to think about what you want to manifest, and then very clearly with your breath, which is air, connecting you to the air fairies, speak it in the highest, most positive terms. And as you do that, then you connect with the air fairy that has gifted you with the feather. Now, you also should connect with the monarch of the air fairies, that is Peralta. Peralta presents as masculine and feminine, which is fabulous. For me, he presents very masculine, but so many people I know see feminine presence as well. So you would call out to Peralta 3 times. Peralta, Peralta, Peralta. You can feel the air just flowing around you. Then speak and visualize very specifically what you need. If you need something like a specific amount of money to pay a bill, I need $147 on December 29th by 5 p.m. Be as specific as you can. Hold it in your mind. Give it to the air fairies. And then in return, I do a ritual with them to help cleanse the air of the world. And so it's very much a reciprocal process. You've asked for their help, which they are happy to give. Then in return, you can follow with this ritual. So once again, I work with feathers for this, and I work on visualizing blowing over the feathers with your breath, your divine source of breath, which connects you with God, the divine, and the air fairies. And as you blow over the feathers, picture your breath becoming a white healing light that you, Peralta, the air fairies, send right now to the place where you live. For instance, if you were in a county, I'm in a place called Mahoning County. I picture right now blowing this over. And I see my breath as a white mist coating the entire area. I'm in a place called Mill Creek Park. All the air in Mill Creek Park now is coated with this beautiful white air. And I see the air fairies permeating that from the top of the outermost layers that connect us to the heavens down to where the air touches the earth. May this air be blessed with love, healing, and light. May it be cleansed and changed from third dimensional reality to fifth dimensional brilliance. May this blessing restore the air to pristine beauty. Whatever words come to you in this process, use them. They are perfect for you. That is the gift the air fairies are giving you to work with your divine voice, your divine thoughts. Now take and move that air blessing, that white light, from your county to your state if you live in a state. I live in the state of Ohio in the United States, so I'm seeing this white light blanketing the state of Ohio. Blow on it again. See the white light permeate from the very tip of the stratospheres that go to heaven, down to the earth itself. The air fairies at this moment are telling me to mention to you about chemtrails. See the chemtrails erased with this brilliance. Ask the air fairies to help you with this. Air dragons can also help you with this. All right. Now next, we go to the area that you live in, the continent of this part of the world. For me, that's the United States. Blow over the feathers. See the air permeate your entire continent with blessings from the air fairies from the very tip of the stratosphere down to the earth itself. May this air be blessed with love, healing, abundance, and light. May this air be birthed from third dimensional reality to fifth dimensional healing and abundance. May this air be restored to pristine beauty and healing and fifth dimensional light. Now expand one more time. Go all the way to the air of the entire earth. Move your feathers in a circular motion around the earth as you blow on them. See your air permeating from the very tip of the stratosphere of the earth down to the place where you touch the dirt, the rocks, the minerals. See the air fairies, see Peralta, see your light cleansing that air, moving it once more in a circular motion with the feathers. And now if you're so guided, go across the earth. May the earth be restored with love, healing, abundance, protection, and light. The birds are singing with us. That was a woodpecker helping, guiding us with this meditation. May the earth be restored to fifth dimensional healing and abundance. May the air be restored to fifth dimensional healing and abundance. May the earth and air be restored to fifth dimensional brilliance and healing. May all beings on the earth revel in the air blessings. May they be guided to abundance, protection, and healing. And one last time, breathe over your feathers, encompass the earth. May the earth be restored with love, healing, abundance, protection, and light. Feel that. Know that it is so. Now I thank you so much for joining me, joining Peralta, joining Mary, joining Mary apparently is with us too, joining Morgan and the Fairy Sisters, and all air fairies with this air fairy blessing. Once again, I thank you all for joining me. I love you. I honor you. I bless you. The woodpecker energy is also blessing you. The woodpecker is wanting me to remind you that we are continuously pecking away and achieving our goals, our destiny as a fifth dimensional being. You may call on the woodpecker energy to assist you in this. I'm being guided to say. My name is Carol Weekland. I'm an author, a healer, a fairy whisperer. My YouTube channel is Carol Weekland's Sacred Avalon Fairy Whisperer. Please like and subscribe if you are so guided. My website is everythingfairy.co. I also have a Facebook page that is Sacred Avalon workshops, classes, etc. You may find that as well. And I'm the author of the Morgan of Avalon series, which has many rituals and work with Morgan and the Fairy Sisters in it. It is a novel, but it is much more than that. It is real life. And also I'm the author of the new book, Secrets of the Flower Fairies. If you want more information on that, I'll leave a link below. So thank you so much for joining me, and have a blessed day. If I don't see you before the new year, have a magical new year. Fairy blessings, Carol.